This is Anthony. Real quick, I want to say that this episode of Let's Watch Something is brought to you by Anchor. Anchor is a completely free to use podcast creation and distribution service. It has everything you need to create and distribute your podcast in one place. It'll even help you earn money with ads, just like this one, with no minimum listenership required. You can check it out for free at anchor.fm. You can even record on your phone using the mobile app through iTunes or Google Play. Once your podcast is recorded, Anchor can help you get your podcast onto Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that podcasts are heard, so you can get your show heard by as many people as possible. Now, let's get on with the show. Stop asking me questions.
Don't be mean to me.
You gotta blow harder than you think. 50 episodes. Jacqueline.
50.
Jacqueline Q. Jac.
That's not even my middle initial.
We've decided that it is, on an older episode, that is your name.
When?
I don't remember.
That's rude.
But it's Jacqueline Quacklin Jac.
Quacklin.
I can't believe you don't remember this. Also, Quacklin comes from when I showed you my island in Animal Crossing, and there was a little duck, and you said, "Can you name her Quacklin?"
I remember that.
So that's where that came from. Oh my God! It is a hot Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, for people who have moms.
Yeah.
Celebrate that or something.
Yeah.
What did you get your mom for Mother's Day?
Nothing.
What the fuck, man?
Even worse, her birthday is tomorrow and I didn't get her anything.
I'm upset with you on her behalf.
You have every right to be, Jack, because...
Can I get your mom something?
Sure.
It's a T-Rex with a purple head and yellow body.
Nice. Jacqueline is eating a fantastic mix of Haribo gummies.
Fantastic.
Fantastical.
Fun testicles.
Mr. Fantastic.
No. They call me Mr. Bombastic. Very fantastic.
Thank you.
You know, you when you edit this, you have to put that part of the song.
No, I can't. Spotify gets really pissy when you put music in. I tried.
Boo.
Did you think we would make it this far?
I didn't know that I would be friends with you long enough to do that.
I never thought I'd
would
get
have
past
a friend.
10. I didn't think I'd get past 10. You know, I wished and I hoped and I believed, but I never thought. You know, it was always like
a fucking robot.
Fuck yeah. It was
Sorry.
Jack is very excited about those gummies.
It's a robot. Look at it, so cute.
He is cute.
I'm gonna get a robot tattoo someday.
Do it.
I absolutely will.
I gotta admit that the show has evolved and changed. I spent the entire weekend listening to old episodes, and oh my God, I used to be so self-conscious about the sound of my voice that I talk like this, and I tried to be really quiet and soft, and I would edit out all of the stuttering and ums, and every time I breathed, I would cut it. It sounded horrible, and not only that, my voice was softer in the mix because I was so self-conscious about how I sounded. I'm just gonna play a bit of the first episode that you and I did together, Cats. We're just gonna pick a random section here because it's all whatever.
It's all just gibberish.
Yeah, like I think that's a pretty good episode. It's definitely got a lot of the heart in it, but we haven't really established
what we were really trying to do.
Not even close.
We were just bullshitting. Is this a chameleon?
Oh my God. Gummies. I picked a bad day to go back to going keto.
Right?
Because I want to eat that.
Get the fuck away from my goddamn chameleon gummy.
All right. Here is from March of 2020, the first episode that you and I recorded on $10 microphones back at the theater.
Mm-hmm. Got me a little bit like,
in a meh gesture.
Oh my God.
Meh.
We sound like...
first performance of Memory, not great.
It was fine.
It became way more hostile because, they wanted to put tension in there. The Cats, instead of mourning the degradation of her life, were hostile to her for being a dirty street cat. That is...
It sounds like we were talking through a tin can.
It does.
That's fucking gnarly in a bad way.
And I'm going to skip over... the one that we did after that was Repo. And Repo was like, I'm surprised at this, but I thought we did like 3 or 4 episodes with those mics. The next episode we did on Repo was on different microphones.
Really?
Yeah, I got those really cheap, still like $10 dynamic handheld microphones.
I'm still really confused on what this is supposed to be.
It looks like a penis.
Yeah, but it's like got a ring. Is it a cock ring?
Maybe. So, Jacqueline, this comes from a few episodes later. We did Boondock Saints.
Yeah, we did.
And we did Repo, and we just kind of like experimented with the format a little bit. This comes from the first episode we did where I thought, we got a show. This is a show. This is a thing.
Okay.
This comes from Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
I think you're starting to get the picture of why I feel
it's a little laughable.
Why I feel it does not come close to comparing. I did, however, feel a connection to, as I spoke earlier, the creation, the being a performer and wanting to create things and using a creative outlet to express yourself, which I think is super important to everybody.
Striving through the adversity to still create.
Exactly. That is the thing that I connected the strongest with because, and we're going to get real here, I lost my job because of the coronavirus. I'm working at McDonald's right now. I fucking hate that. And I'm trying to remain creative and I'm trying to find ways to be passionate about what I do. And thank you so much, Jack, for being here to help create this podcast with me because this is my life right now. And I'm very proud to have it. And you are such a big part of it right now. Thank you very much.
So you and I, wait a second. Hold on. Let me just.
And you are such a big part of it right now. Thank you very much.
Gay! Gay! That was your exact reaction. That was your exact reaction a year ago.
It still is.
Still is.
Why would that change?
I know. And like the two things that have remained constant have been
my hilariousness.
Your
hilarity.
Yes.
However that fucking works.
I was gonna say, the fact that you are right now in my life my biggest support system.
Aww.
I've had numerous bouts.
I'm your fat cheerleader.
You're my fat cheerleader. You're also my big fluffy pillow friend that I get to cry into.
Ew,
I've had
gross.
numerous bouts of suicidal thoughts in the last 6 months and major panic attacks. And the only person I've been able to contact about those consistently has been you.
Because I know what the fuck that shit is like.
Yeah,
it
like,
sucks.
I've
been suicidal since I've been 9 years old.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know what life is like without those thoughts.
Yeah, and
so,
the second thing that's consistent, aside from your hilarious japes of gay, is the reason behind the podcast is I have this desire, this need, this burning sensation when I pee.
I was gonna say you might want to get that checked out, buddy.
I want to create, and I'm passionate about creating, even if it's something on the internet that nobody listens to. We have, looking at episodes that have been up for about a month, after about a month, they all level off at about 40, which is way more than I would have expected. Remember recently I said, hey, we just hit 1,000 plays.
Oh, neat.
That was maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. We are now at 1,500.
Oh, that is cool. I choked on my own spit.
You're so excited.
Yeah. I inhale everything.
Let's see if I can fine tune this.
Another constant.
Constant is just hitting the microphone.
Hi.
It's been mostly here with these mic stands. When it was at the theater, we had little tiny ones that sat on the table.
Yeah.
And I think if I were to have an apartment of my own, I would get a 2-bedroom and we would have a couch for watching movies, but also we would have a table to sit at with the smaller mic stands because I liked being able to chill on the couch is good, but I also miss having that broadcast feel that like we are sitting down and doing a show. Mm-hmm. The microphones are here. The recorder is here. It's like, but it's like we're chilling on a couch, which is fun in its own way.
It's fine.
This is from later in that same episode of Hedwig and the Angry Inch. And I believe
that's my favorite movie.
I believe this is where you get a little more personal because I did earlier.
Don't make me cry.
Oh, you cried.
It's beautiful. It truly is wonderful.
I don't think she's past anything though.
No,
that's the thing. Like, she's 100% still going through it.
You're right. That's the whole point of the movie.
The point of the movie is, like, that shit stays with you, though.
Because
like,
as much as she's moved forward, she's still haunted by the ghost of Tommy.
Which is not really even a ghost. He's literally...
the metaphorical ghost.
A metaphorical ghost. He's literally, though... obtaining success through her art.
And we can break this down even further to say that a cis man is getting the recognition that a trans woman could not. Yeah. Off of the exact same work.
For real,
though.
That literally happens on a regular. So.
Right.
Oh, this movie is my favorite movie for a reason. I grew up being, like, a weird queer kid, obsessed with drag queens, obsessed with the gay community, and I had no idea why until I was an adult and I realized I was a little gay myself. Okay, maybe not a little. But I'm adorable.
Having discussed all this, I feel a tremendous weight lifting off my shoulders. As I said, I'm an empath. I feel things very strongly. And talking through this movie has helped me unload the weight that the movie itself put upon me, the stress. It was beautiful. The music was great. The characters were outstanding. I can't think of a single negative thing to say.
That was not even as deep as you go.
Yeah, no.
You in that later in that episode, you go into the song "Exquisite Corpse," or I think is what it's called. You talked about the roadmap of scars, and you touched on that a little bit, and that was like, I was like, man, this is real, but also we've got a show here. This is like not exploiting, but it was like you and I talking about this so passionately, so deeply. It was really moving. I was really proud of what we had done after only like 3 episodes, which was insane.
It's not just us bullshitting around, which, most of it is, but
there's plenty of that.
But there is some meaning behind what we're doing. We're connecting, and like, people connect through trauma, people connect through pain, people connect through experience and shared experiences.
A movie is, at the end of the day, a shared experience. You're watching a movie either by yourself or with somebody else. And even if you're watching it alone, there are people all over the world that have shared that experience with you. Mm-hmm. They may interpret it differently. They may have not liked it as much as you, or maybe weren't even paying attention to it. But you share an experience with somebody, even if it's like Garfield. It could be absolutely ridiculous. It could be terrible.
Yeah.
But you've shared an experience with somebody you don't even know. And I think that's really moving and powerful.
I agree. I'm sorry, my glasses are... Don't make fun of me.
I won't. I could never, after you've made fun of my mustache.
For how long?
Oh my God. I'm not going to pretend that I pulled it off well.
Oh no, it was one of your worst decisions.
Right after
being born?
Being born, yes.
You didn't decide that, though. That was your parents'
I was very dedicated as a sperm.
I'm gonna fucking do it.
Get out of my way. Come through.
Out of my way, losers.
The next clip I have pulled up is from a little movie called Be Kind, Rewind. This is a movie that I constantly forget about. It is so good.
It's one of my favorite.
And it wasn't even my decision. I was like,
mine, absolutely mine. You wanted to do it. We wanted to do a Jack Black movie,
and I pitched Nacho Libre.
Oh, fuck.
And
I honestly don't even like Nacho Libre. As much as I love me some Jack Black, he's my hero / like get out of jail free card or whatever. Like,
your hall pass.
My hall pass. That's it. Like, I would have his babies if like I would just marry him in a heartbeat. But no, I don't like Nacho Libre.
And we do get ourselves a bit of conflict when Sigourney Weaver pops up.
Oh God, I don't like her in general.
I love Sigourney Weaver.
Why?
She pops up and
I love you just completely ignored my question. Just like, why?
Because if I say why, I'm going to realize it might not have been her in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't she in Holes?
Yes.
Yes. Fucking love
sure, I've never seen Holes, but I'm pretty sure it was her.
I love that movie. It's good. It's
Holes.
really good.
You just like Holes.
It's a good book.
Oh. I'm such a brat.
Now, I think that this one definitely highlights the fact that I am a movie nerd. I've always said this. Early episodes, I was like breaking down terminology. I was talking about scene composition. I was talking about writing in movies. Especially in Hedwig and the Angry Inch, I get like real in-depth with how the characters are written. But my pop culture knowledge is terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I
just every time you have to like name a character, like an actor, I'm just like, no, that's wrong. You're really bad at that.
Not just you. I've had conversations with people, and they say, "You do a movie podcast. How do you not know this? How you don't watch any movies? Why do you have a movie podcast?"
Right?
It's like, well, I like movies. I haven't seen a lot. That's there's a difference.
How do you not... Like, I was raised on TV and movies. Like, shit. When I was a kid, I used to, there was this, I feel like I'm remembering something in a weird way, but in the back of this, hardware store that was, like, right across the street and, like, down, like, half a block from my childhood house, there was this hardware store, but in, like, the back of the hardware store, you could rent, like, VHS tapes for, like, 50 cents. And I remember going and I remember getting, like, a Troll in Central Park from there and, like...
This
Cats
is like...
Don't Dance.
This is like the fourth time you've mentioned a Troll in Central Dance. Do we in Central Park? Shit. Do we have to do...
That was one
Troll
of my...
in Central Park?
That was, like, the one that I would get every weekend for some reason. And I don't... The funny thing is, I've watched it so many times, but I cannot remember a damn thing from it.
Yeah, there's always... Those are always the best, where it's like a locked memory.
It is. It's
you
there.
You have a vague recollection. Not even a vague recollection. You have a clear recollection.
I know.
Getting the VHS tape.
Yes.
Tape every weekend. Popping it in the VCR.
But
and then blacking out.
I remember that. I remember Cats Don't Dance.
Love that movie.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I remember doing, like, I just remember renting videotapes as a kid all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'd do chores around the house, get that 50 cents, and run across the street and get that VHS tape.
Hell yeah. I've talked before, especially in Be Kind Rewind, about renting from Blockbuster with my uncle on the weekends. And there was always like, you picked out a movie, and sometimes it was terrible. Sometimes you couldn't finish it. Sometimes you watched, a movie that changed your life, like Be Kind Rewind. Sometimes you watched Eight-Legged Freaks.
Oh God! Didn't that have David Arquette in it?
I have no idea.
I love David Arquette.
But you keep mentioning Troll in Central Park.
Yeah,
I know
do.
absolutely nothing about it. I've never heard of it.
It's a cartoon.
It is?
It's a cartoon.
I feel like it's something that we should probably do.
We need to do it. Yeah,
maybe for
absolutely.
Jacktober.
Maybe it's not like a spooky.
Oh shit! I need to tell you. Huh. I'm taking away one of your Jacktober slots.
Why?
For Rocky Horror.
Okay.
Acceptable.
That is. Those are acceptable terms.
Okay. Because I feel like that's one. If we had done like, if within a few years, we would have gotten to that for Jacktober for your pick.
Absolutely.
Because I really want to do that.
And then Okay, another Jacktober slot. Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm so... You need to write those down, like, immediately.
Even better, it's recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Now
We're doing things, I forgot.
Now we move forward a little bit. Be Kind Rewind made me think about what are my favorite movies of all time. Mm-hmm. And I put together a list.
Yeah, I still haven't done mine.
And at the top of my list, my number one favorite movie of all time is Castaway, and you fucking hated it. You hated it. It's my favorite movie, and you just hated it. And it's just,
I made you so upset that you.
I almost cried. I straight up almost cried. Let's take a listen.
Sorry. He had a great big bushy beard.
There it is.
That's the only part I even care about.
There it is.
Beard and that random Notch Johnson guy. I was so bored. I kept asking him, how long is this again? When is this gonna be over? Is this where it ends? Is this when he gets rescued? I'm so bored. What is happening? You know, he's doing that wrong. And I'm just like, I couldn't tolerate it. I was having a struggle.
I've talked at great lengths about how much I love soft moments in movies. When something is quieter, when there are moments of silence.
Which you do not do anything silently or quietly whatsoever.
No, I don't.
You eat. You breathe. No, I'm just picking on you.
I'd like to point out that you had like 3 or 4 more examples that I cut.
You told me that you cut like 20 minutes of me like just bad mouthing things.
You were like, you pee loud, you walk loud. You just kept going. I cut so many things.
Sorry, please don't be sad. You're your bestest boy.
I think that I appreciate quiet moments because...
You can't be quiet yourself.
Shut up. I, too, have anxiety that I battle with. You know, it's not super severe or anything, but when I'm watching a movie, I appreciate those quiet moments because that's for a time I can feel nice and calm and relaxed.
Oh my God!
Jac's being an asshole because this is my favorite movie and they were bored.
I'm sorry,
So
I wanted to like
bored.
it. I went into this open-minded. I promise you I did.
And then you got bored.
I got really bored.
I think at one point, later on in the episode, you're just ripping on something on me. And I just go, it's my favorite movie. And I was like, almost, like, I was about to start crying. And you can hear it in my voice. Like, holy shit, did I freaking love that movie. And like, I was so angry editing. I was so upset with you. But, like, in retrospect, it came out pretty good. It really did.
It was, I still maintain that it was the funniest thing we've done. Well, I mean, I haven't really caught up with the rest of the episodes since, I think, I don't remember what I've left off on, but...
I'm going to keep telling you, I think that Flintstones, which just came out for us on Friday, is absolutely the funniest one we've released so far.
Okay, I will take your word for it, because I haven't given it a listen yet, because...
Also, Ernest Saves Christmas is one of my favorites.
Ernest? Well, I also got drunk then, right? I was tipsy.
I had a little bit. I tried not to go overboard with my sparkling
I don't give
seltzer.
A fuck.
I really do think that of the ones we've recorded, Ernest Saves Christmas and Hedwig are 2 of my favorites for incredibly different reasons. Ernest Saves Christmas is just so much fun. I love that movie. I love talking about that movie. I could probably jump into an hour-long episode right now, talking about how much I love Ernest Saves Christmas without even watching it again. And then there's also Hedwig, which is so deep and personal to you. And I talked about how you equated things to like...
Oops.
I was talking about how I've never been through that kind of journey. And you said, well, haven't you been through phases? And I said... Calling anything I've been through a phase is doing a disservice to anybody in this community of the LGBTQ community. And like, I was able to be a cis white man who is maybe starting to think they're bisexual. Without like discrediting that stuff, being able to say like, I haven't been through this, but I was moved by the story. And then hearing you talk so passionately about it. Like, I really do think, if you're ever going to jump into this podcast, and if you want to jump back, Hedwig is probably one of our best episodes so far. We are approaching the end of what I would call the second era. We've had multiple eras of the show.
I don't really know. I can't really say like I'm just here.
No, I really do think so. Our first era was like up until I'd say maybe Castaway when we recorded at your old apartment, and then we started recording at my parents' den, and it became a little more focused and a little more straightforward. I really liked that. We got some good episodes out of that. And then we came here, and I feel like we were still on that. And I'd say now we're probably like on our 4th or 5th era. Like they're short eras, but boy, there are some major differences in tone and feel and the way that we approach things. Our next bit comes from that era where we watched a Kevin Smith movie, Tusk.
Oh, shit.
If you're listening to us and you're not giving us money, why don't you love us?
Arms of the angel.
Every month, millions of podcasters go hungry because podcasting makes no money unless you're super popular. For as little as $1 a month, you can support a podcaster.
Or pennies a day.
Nice callback to something we talked about off air.
Yes.
Yeah. I completely forgot that was this clip that I chose.
Why?
I thought that was really funny. It is. It's hilarious. At least I think so.
I like pennies a day. That's my favorite thing.
Yes.
It's been my favorite thing forever. But it's been my joke forever too, though, so...
Unfortunately, one of the things that I feel like we didn't do quite as well as we could have is Joker. I'm really proud of that episode, listening to it again.
I didn't listen to it yet.
It's another one where we get really serious, but we hardly talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Which we do a lot. We do that a
There's
lot.
some, like, I guess, like, so to me, movies aren't 100% always the topic.
No, they're not.
You know? Like, it is definitely it's a launch pad to discussions about more serious things a lot of the time.
And I feel like Joker is a good example of that because it's not a good episode of Let's Watch Something, but it's an amazing episode of something. Like if it were a standalone thing of where we're like, let's just talk about this for a little bit, you know, I feel like it's a great episode, but it's not very representative of the show. Mm-hmm. I love it. Listening to it again, because I remembered listening to it and thinking, man, this is really heavy and hard to get through. But then I listened to it on my way here. Well, not on my way here, but I listened to it earlier today, and I was like, damn, this is so good, but it doesn't fit in with the rest.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that are like that.
Yeah, and I think that there are very few episodes that I'm not happy with. Like, I'm serious. I really do feel like a lot of the stuff that we've done has at least been good. Mm-hmm. Because we're trying to be so genuine with it. We try not to take it too seriously.
Yeah, I don't want to act all pretentious and make it like we don't want it to be something it's not.
No, it's not a editorial on movies. Mm-hmm. It's not a researched podcast.
That's kind of why when I tell people about it, I don't say like we do movie reviews.
No, we talk about movies.
It's just discussions.
Yeah.
In relation to movies we've watched.
Every time that I've put an ad on Facebook, it says, Let's Watch Something is a casual movie review podcast.
I don't
and
even
I feel like even that's pushing it.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, sure, most of the time we'll give like a rating at the end of the...
Shit. This is something that I've been wanting to mention for a long time, and I saved it for this. Thank you for reminding me. Ratings are bullshit.
Well, yeah.
I give no thought to the number at all.
I mean, I give a little bit of thought to it, to be honest, but for the most part, it's just like, if I liked it that day.
Yeah. Like, we talk for an hour. Mostly about the movie sometimes. What we thought about it. You know, every once in a while we discuss a movie. And we give a number. Yeah. But not only do I give the number, I give like a very concise, short version of a review. You can listen to So Jack, how many Jack snacks do you give? And then to the end of the episode, and there's your fucking review. If you really care.
Don't tell people that, then they won't listen to the whole thing.
Well, that's the point. Is I hope that people want to listen to the whole thing.
Don't tell people that's
Don't
where
worry.
to find the real just like
review.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's hidden 30 minutes into this clip show. Everybody's favorite form of episode.
Oh yeah.
And I've never cared for numbers in reviews.
Math is hard.
Yeah, I feel like they're very arbitrary. That's what I like about this YouTuber named Arlo. He does video game reviews. He doesn't give them scores anymore, but he scaled them from 1 to 7.
What does that mean?
7 was his highest score, 1 was his lowest.
I understand that, but like, what is the context of 1 to 7? Because I don't get that.
Exactly. That was part of why he stopped doing them, because he initially did them as a 1 to 7 scale as a joke, because he felt like a 1 to 5 or a 1 to 10 scale doesn't really say much. And, you know, the whole point of a review is the review. If you have a 30-second to 1 minute long review where you explain a number, it's not that great. It's not as good as going in depth into something and then giving the number, you know?
I guess.
I'm going to continue to give numbers because I like to say this is what I gave that, but I don't remember what I score anything for the most part. We've talked about that before. It's like, what did we give the last one?
Yeah.
What did I think I gave Godzilla a 1. I think I gave Hedwig a 4.
I don't remember.
And I feel like I should give it a 5.
You should.
But I think I even said something to the effect of, I can't think of a reason not to. Fuck you, I'm not going to explain it.
I'm going after the more gummies.
That's okay. This next clip comes from Weird Al's UHF.
Oh, shit.
It has a very similar tone to another movie we've watched, which was Be Kind, Rewind.
Does it really? I mean, a little bit, kind of like the DIY community spirit. Let's fucking do this shit.
And think
Fuck
of
the man and...
Think of George Newman as Jack Black's character from that.
No, I don't.
A little. I mean, they're such
kind of.
they're such different.
But they're both wacky.
They are wacky. I would say George Newman was neutral good, and I would say that Jack Black's Jerry character was chaotic neutral.
I don't know. What would you say I am?
Lawful evil.
I disagree.
Okay, evil. How about
Why am I evil? I'm
chaotic good?
I saved a life this weekend. How is that evil?
Lawful neutral. Final offer.
I think I'm chaotic good.
Okay, chaotic good.
Does that make sense? It makes sense, right?
I think that I'd either be neutral good or true neutral.
You're very fucking neutral. You're painfully neutral.
Yep, I'm a simple man. I put chili on my hot dogs on special occasions.
Holy shit. Get out of here.
I still say that to this day. I think that our alignment stays.
I'm absolutely chaotic good.
Yeah, I don't think I would change that, any of it. I think that me struggling to get to chaotic good stays, just because I'm unsure of where to put other people. I'm a very bad judge of character.
I noticed.
That's
why we're friends.
I'm a very bad judge of character. That's why I like you. You don't look past my flaws. You just don't notice them. Oh my god.
You bring me gummies.
I enable you
Gummies.
with gumblies. So after UHF, we closed off our mustache trilogy, as we called it, with Tusk, UHF, and Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody, I didn't really have a lot of stuff to say about.
Yeah.
I was almost feeling burnt out of the podcast. And then something magical happened. I got COVID. And we took a month off. And I nearly died. Nearly died is a stretch, to be honest. I don't know what happened. It was just, I was in a rough spot before that. I've been in a rough spot since then. Shortly after I came back to working and go back to the podcast is when I started to struggle with anxiety, even worse. But something happened where when I jumped back into the podcast, suddenly I was fucking gung-ho about it. And that was when we entered our renaissance. I'm 100% serious. Starting with,
I believe you. I'm
starting
just
with
laughing at you.
Starting with The Last Airbender. And still going to this day, I strongly believe, has been our best work. We did all the way up to Christmas without skipping an episode. And then we took a couple of weeks off for various reasons. And then we haven't missed a single week since then.
And sometimes going twice a week.
Yeah, we're now a month ahead. We have an episode coming up next week that I'm very excited about. Oh, you can't do pitch. Shit.
Wait, yeah.
Who are you going to call?
My mom.
You're going to need a Ouija board. I think I gave...
Oh.
You see, I remember that because I've made that joke before. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, shit. My mom and my dad are dead.
Yeah.
That's a thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
I'm unsure how to respond to this.
My mom's in a plastic bag in Montana. It's a Ziploc.
And you said she should be in a Pringles can?
Yes, she should.
What about-
fucking love Pringles.
What about your dad?
He should be in a fucking 40 ounce. Like, he should be in an empty beer bottle.
Yep.
My parents. Fucking 40 ounce are in a Pringles can.
Oh, yes. I really do feel...
Of course that makes sense to put those two together and this happens.
I really do think that what we've done so far has been really good, and what we recorded for next week was really awesome. But I told you that before we recorded Ghostbusters that it was the first time I've ever been nervous about recording an episode.
Oh, because you're pregnant.
No.
Oh.
But because I felt like there are so many
hate.
Yeah, there's so much division about Ghostbusters, so much hate. I feel like what we say is going to affect a lot of people's opinions.
Well, they can fuck themselves.
They can fuck themselves, yes. But also, I wanted to represent the people that were not hating it, the people that were indifferent, the people that were passionate about it. I feel like we did a pretty good job, and I look forward to that releasing because, man, that was a fun one to record.
I really enjoyed the movie, like a lot, like genuinely.
Yeah. But that's a next week problem.
That's a next week problem.
Flashback or forward as we're going through the timeline to December. This is from Ernest Saves Christmas. Wow, was this one of my favorites that we've done.
I may or may not have been drunk or drunkish.
I love the entire December with the Star Wars Christmas special.
Oof.
All of those are great. Even the episode where I forgot to bring a cable for one of the mics and had to record my audio on a phone.
Yeah, how did that one turn out again?
Turned out all right.
Beans.
Hardly noticeable, but Ernest Saves Christmas. Let's just let the clip speak for itself. He gets put in with the riffraff, the ruffians, the fucking hardened criminals.
My favorite fucking scene in this entire fucking movie was this guy wearing a crop top.
It's a fucking background character.
Okay, this guy in the background, he doesn't do anything, he's just standing there, but he's wearing a crop top that says "Eat 'em raw." He's got the fuzziest fucking stomach.
I'm talking crop top down to the nipples and then full on Chewbacca.
It says "Eat 'em raw."
And wasn't he wearing like denim shorts or something?
I don't even remember anything beyond the fuzzy belly. And my eyes are watering.
I'm telling you, this is a fucking perfect Christmas movie.
Holy shit. I laughed so hard that I can't even breathe. I can't think of anything.
Hold up.
Shut up. Stop this. Stop.
I'll stop when you stop laughing.
I can't breathe.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh God, that guy cracks me the fuck up.
I mean, I said that I want to be him for next Halloween.
Eat 'em raw guy from
Eat 'em raw.
the background of One Shot from 1988's Ernest Saves Christmas.
He's so fucking familiar. Oh God, I can't breathe. No, he's everything I want to be. Holy shit. How the fuck are we still alive after that?
I don't fucking know.
Eat 'em raw guy.
That's one of my favorite bits of all time.
Oh my God. Eat 'em raw. I still can't.
Be careful though, because it gets better.
Oh, excuse me.
We've had so many wonderful running jokes. Tyler Perry, Medea.
Oh no!
Kiss your dad.
Kiss your dad.
But I think the father, the granddaddy, the grandmaster of them all, because it's Ernest.
It's fucking God. Ernest is white people comedy.
Ernest is white Tyler
God.
Perry.
Oh no!
Not just white people, but redneck.
People. Oh God, Ernest is white people redneck comedy. He's fucking and Jeff Foxworthy. Oh no! Help!
What about Larry the Cable Guy?
Fuck Larry the Cable Guy. He's garbage. My tone immediately changes. He's a dirt bag. I love how my tone have some hate for him. If anybody changes, I want people to stir up trouble. You tell Larry the fucking Cable Guy to bring it.
Jack of Anthony and Jac and Let's Watch Something.
I'm ready to fucking throw down.
700 downloads across 35 episodes. We've doubled
really?
since then. Yeah, we're at about 15 per episode on average.
Oh, fancy.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway,
Larry Lawrence the Cable Man, worth millions.
I'm ready to fucking. I'll break your fucking neck. No, I'm just kidding.
Can this be our thing? Can this be our thing that we want to fight Larry the Cable Guy?
I absolutely want to fight. I will hold my glasses. Hold my fucking glasses. Here, take my glasses.
All right, Larry the Cable Guy, you done fucked up. I don't know what you did, but you done fucked up.
He's got my glasses and everything. I will fucking take you down. You don't even know. Come to San Antonio, bitch.
Okay, so just to be clear, Phil Collins, if you're down, I'll suck your dick. Larry the Cable Guy,
we'll
let's fight
you. I won't suck Phil Collins' dick.
That's
but
a oh my god,
that's a you thing.
Oh my god, that absolutely is one of my favorite running bits.
Larold.
I think the Larold came later. But boy, oh howdy.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I still hate him.
Fuck that man.
I wish if you throw him on a bonfire, it'll just smell like fucking popcorn and like bacon.
Yeah, and he's got like weird product like shit that he sells. He sells like dog food and shit.
Yeah, because he's a fucking dog. He eats it himself.
Probably.
Put some gravy on that dog. God damn it, I hate him.
I know. It is very well documented.
I just want to burn him.
He is your...
I hate him. He is my fucking, he's... Yeah, no, he's my fucking, enemy. He's my...
He's your Alex Jones for me.
You do an impression of Alex Jones. You don't... Well,
I hate him, though.
You hate him.
He is the goddamn worst.
I agree with you.
Yeah, he's a horrible human being.
I also absolutely hate Larry the Cable Guy with,
I feel that Larry hasn't done anything morally wrong, whereas Alex Jones has. You know?
You're right, but Larry the Cable Guy is still... He's okay, if I'm the superhero, he's my arch nemesis.
Right. Absolutely. But he doesn't think that you're his arch nemesis.
He doesn't know me.
It's like it's like what's his face? The guy that shot Reagan to impress Jodie Foster.
Gross.
He was convinced that she liked him. And
oh yeah, that's an errata. That's shit. It's a psychosis. I don't remember how to pronounce
erectile dysfunction.
No, but close. I don't remember what the terminology is for it, but it's like erotomantic or something like that, where it's like you develop a fantasy of being in a relationship with a person, and you just apparently pick up signs that they love you without them giving you those signs.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I watch a lot of Criminal Minds.
It's not just someone that you pick those signs up from. It's someone that he's never met.
Well, I mean, it can be people that you've met in person, but never, actually interacted much.
Right.
But it can also be celebrities. It can also be just pretty much anybody. It's just an object of somebody's desire, regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fantasy.
But with Larry the Cable Guy.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
And the opposite.
I wish.
Let's. Oh,
I thought we were singing.
No, I stopped because I realized that it was just getting ridiculous. And you kept going.
Oh. I was enjoying myself.
Let's move on. To the next one, which is much more optimistic, less like Larry the Cable Guy. That's hilarious. It's hysterical, but it
I hate him.
incites rage.
I want him dead.
Something that doesn't incite rage. This comes from A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Oh, sure.
This is my last clip that I've got because I feel like this is definitely the place where to end the clip presentation. And I believe later on he even says, well, I like all people. Something along those lines. And they get on a train and they're going back to wherever. And the thing that broke me, Jack was crying the whole time because they a bitch.
Yeah.
Them a baby. Mm-hmm. The second he walks on the train, people stare at him.
Yeah, they were saying.
And Lloyd is still talking to him, asking him questions about what it's like to be.
And he's just, going along. Like, he doesn't he pays attention. He's mindful of, the looks, and he kind of, I don't know.
He just carries himself with enough respect of, I know that you care who I am, but
I am with
I'm
this
not going to
person
praise.
right now.
I'm not going to bask in the praise. Mm-hmm. I'm going to live. I'm a person living a private life, and I know that you are too. I'm not going to take the day away from you unless you want to.
But
they start to sing. They sing to him, and I sobbed.
I'm starting to cry
I didn't
right now.
sniffle. I didn't tear up.
It was like full body sob.
Full on sobbed. I took my shirt off. No. So
He took his shirt off and just like threw himself to the floor,
rocking back and forth, thumb in mouth,
screaming, "I want my wubby!"
I've worked in children's theater for almost 10 years, and part of what I believe is that entertainment for kids and art made for children has a very it has a duty to serve. It isn't meant to just be mindless entertainment. Mm-hmm. It's meant to be something that all people can enjoy, and it has a meaningful message and can teach and can be relatable. Mr. Rogers captured all of that and captured it so perfectly by tackling important things that kids deal with all the time: divorce, death, racism, war, like all of this. And it's a part of people's lives, and by extension it's a part of children's lives, and children need to know that these things are a part of life and how to deal with it.
Manage and deal with those feelings that you're feeling.
And the people on the train singing to him, it showed that his message of you are heard, you are appreciated. There is somebody that there's a person that cares about you, even if it's just a TV show. Them singing to him showed that message was being received and reciprocated, and it made me miss those days of I worked so passionately in putting together shows with the theater for kids, and we'd have field trips with a couple hundred kids in the theater, and they'd all be screaming and unruly. But after the performance, it was always, they were so happy and so excited. They loved every minute of it, and they were just so happy to see us and see the work that we did, and it just made everything all right. And it could have been something as simple as like Pinkalicious, a girl that likes pink things and it's fluff and it's whatever. It could be like Mariachi Girl, where it was a story of a Mexican family that was being forced to leave behind its heritage, and the little girl that wanted to be a mariachi like her dad, and it was played by this girl that I watched grow up. I watched her grow up for 7 years. She was going to the summer camps every summer. Lucero, she's been with us for so long, and I got to see her on the main stage, and every single day I cried. And Mr. Rogers, I never watched the show growing up, but I feel so strongly about it, Uh-huh. And from that moment on, I just cried every time that Mr. Rogers was on screen, because it was all so sincere. It was all so care.
You made that connection.
Yeah, it was all just full of love and passion and for understanding for people. And it was also sincere and true. I just needed to put one of me crying in there to even things out.
Wait, I cried on there?
No, but we. I thought I grabbed a clip of Hedwig where you cried, but I guess not.
It's okay. I cry.
Yes,
sometimes. I'm human.
You cry
usually.
over like cats and the finale to Futurama was my favorite one. Oh, not to make fun of you, because I also agree that it's really sweet, but it's also really wicked smart, that finale.
But also, I cried about Seymour.
Oh, Seymour Butts.
No, the dog.
I know what you mean.
I cry about a lot of things. I'm kind of really sensitive, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I may seem like a huge asshole most of the time, but I am a big...
Asshole.
I have one.
Big baby with big asshole.
I'm a big baby with a big asshole. Gross.
Like, I cannot understate how much this show has kind of become a major part of my life, and how much our friendship has grown to mean to me, has meant to me, has like, it's developed to a point where it means so much to me that, like, it's like I can't imagine what I would be, where I would be without you in my life at this point. Probably dead.
Oh no, don't say that. That's horrible.
It is.
Don't put that shit on me.
No, you saved me.
I know.
Don't put your fucking life on me. I didn't save you.
I didn't do that. Like, okay, for example, like, after I called 911 for Jessica when she had her seizure and collapsed, she kind of turned things around and made it seem almost like she owed me a lot of... And I just felt really weird after that. Like, I really care about her, and I don't want her to think, like, she owes me anything for just doing what what anyone would do in that situation, you know? And so, like, I don't want that kind of responsibility on me.
No,
like,
I know.
I know you would be alive without me. I know you would.
Can't really prove it, but
Did you chalk into your boobs?
no, I got a notification on my watch.
Oh, I like your shirt. It says ooh.
Ooh, it's got zeros on it.
It says ooh.
All right, that's enough. That's enough of the sappy shit. This podcast does mean a lot to me, though. Like, it's so much fun. It's so relaxing. Doing it after work has been a good way to, like, just relax at the end of the day. Coming in on Sundays to do it when we do it on Sundays has been like, I get to spend the day with Jack.
Yeah, I'm fun. Everybody likes me.
We've watched 2 movies that we didn't talk about on the podcast.
Wait.
We watched Soul and we watched Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
We did also watch something else on Christmas, right?
I don't remember.
There was something else playing.
I don't remember.
Anyway, we watched both of those. I was like, I could do an episode on these, but, like, I don't feel like I need to. I fucking cried in during both of them, but Soul especially touched me deeply, and, like, I feel like I could, but I don't need to. I don't feel like I need to.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Yeah.
If we ever want to, we could always revisit it at a later time.
And I could fall apart again.
Curl up in my lap and cry on my...
I literally did. I was like head on Jack's lap, just crying.
You poor little soul.
Hey, Soul.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. I'm a delicate little flounder.
Yes.
Oh my god. Is this the time? Is it the time?
What time?
We've discussed this privately.
Hammer time?
No, not hammer time. We've talked about how, like, we can talk forever without even watching a movie. I was like,
oh,
do we need to just do a podcast where we don't do that, like, without a theme? And
I don't know.
We've sat on this, and
we're sitting on it.
We're sitting on it still.
We're still.
It's got a nice butt indentation on it.
Yeah,
it's broken in. But we've got a podcast cover art. We've got a name, and we've got the RSS link ready to go. Nothing's recorded, but, like, I've been considering just doing it.
Just BSing.
Yeah, not weekly like this, but, like, every once in a while, maybe once a month, doing an episode of a show called It Gets Awkward. And I love that title so much. I don't know what it is. I've always, like, Let's Watch Something started with the title.
It Gets Awkward was something that, like, I kind of gave to you, to be honest.
You did. And I really I stuck to that title. I stuck to it. And, like, the idea of you and I just talking about bullshit. Let me pull up the list here.
Oh no.
We have a list. We've got a list.
We've got a list.
We had work sucks. Like, these are all just, like, general ideas. I feel like we could really talk for a long time. Just by the nature of us chatting, we go off the rails onto little tangents. We tell little side stories. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel so bad because, like, I've condensed some of your stories about your childhood down just for time.
Yeah.
Because you do have so many, not wonderful, but interesting stories.
Interesting stories
about your childhood. I've got so many stories about growing
Being
up,
sad.
and like realizing, and you know, my dad's not perfect, but he used to have a temper. Like posthumously realizing that I may have had an emotionally abusive childhood to a degree,
Or
not as bad.
neglectful.
Yeah, not as bad as other people. You know, like my mom was always really kind to us, and my mom was always present. My dad was always kind of, you know, whatever. But like, we have these stories that we can tell that are so relatable, so
Or not so relatable.
or not so relatable, that are just mildly interesting, you know. And going into this backstory, talking about, you know, body politics, queer politics, mental health stuffs. Here's my favorite one. How white am I?
I asked you that. And you're just like, yeah.
Because there are so many times where like I'll say something as like, as a white man, you're like, oh, you're white today, and then I'll be like, as a Native American, oh, you're a Native American today. You know, as a Mexican person, oh, you're Mexican today. I'm all three. I'm a mutt. But how white do I consider myself? Because every single application has had select your ethnicity, white, Native American, Hispanic, Asian, Pacific Islander, all these different things, African. And it's like, you pick one. It's like, which one am I? I don't know. That's one of my favorite ones, and I feel like that's going to be one that would be fun to talk about because there's a lot of issues with that where my dad never taught me Spanish.
I probably speak better Spanish than you.
Sure, probably.
Maybe. Well, my mom dated a lot of migrant workers for a minute. Like when, like she'd kind of during the summers when they'd come up and work, in like, well, the spring and summers they'd come up and they'd work in the fields and work at the pickle plant and, like they would always, you know, like they spoke minimal English and a lot of Spanish. So I pick up Spanish pretty quickly because of that. Like one of my mom's boyfriends was named Chocho.
Chocho.
Yeah.
See, this is the kind of stuff that would be gold for that for It Gets Awkward.
Well, like, okay, so I asked my Spanish teacher what Chocho meant, and she kind of looked at me and gave me like a look, and she kind of just told me to go sit down.
I've had a similar story of
I still don't know 100% what it means, but I think it means something dirty for like the lady parts.
I had a very similar story. My last name rhymes with the Spanish word for gay, I believe. And I went to my Spanish teacher and I was like, hey, Sarah, what does joto mean? He said, who told you that? I said, well, they keep calling me that and I don't know what it means.
Oh.
Anyway.
I would call you gay.
One of my other favorite topics on here is podcasting as therapy, because that is exactly what the show started off as. It really is, and it stays that way.
We have I can recall at least like a few different episodes where we like wholeheartedly just like support and encourage getting therapy.
Oh yeah, I talked about it in Rocket Man at length. I talked about it in I think Bohemian Rhapsody too.
Maybe.
I think, well, actually, no.
I know we did it on Hedwig for a minute, too,
Yes.
like, for a bit.
Well, it really started getting heavy because after my COVID vacation, was when I really started getting into it because that's when I was starting to really suffer from anxiety to a more dangerous degree. So I kept bringing it up as a way of, like, I need to do it. I need to do it. I need to do it. I'm not doing it, but I need to do it. Still not doing it, but I need to. It's on the refrigerator. It's got, you know, magnets holding up that piece of paper. It says, call the fucking therapy line or whatever.
Do you know what's on our fridge?
Is it the picture I drew?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's still there.
Nice.
You're
I think
a
I saw it the
child.
other day.
What?
I think I saw it the other day, the last time I was
Yeah.
here. It's like, oh, you still have this little watercolor I did.
Yeah.
I did a little Bob Ross painting.
It's beautiful.
It's my favorite thing to do is like just little doodles of Bob Ross style things.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And we kept it because you're special. You're our child
special.
now. You are a special.
Heck yeah.
You're my baby.
That's why
You're my
like
child.
okay, now it's getting weird.
I birthed you.
Okay, it's getting very weird.
I pooped you out. I laid an egg and
Thank you for not hearing what I just said.
What did you say?
Sit on me, mommy.
Oh God! No.
Anyway. Anywho's it's
Oh, you poor soul.
man, like 50 episodes. Holy guacamole.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did that. We did this thing together for way longer than I expected.
We did it 50 times. That
Yeah.
sounds dirty.
Yes, it does sound dirty, but
Let's Let's rephrase that.
We
Recorded
50-ish episodes, considering there's a, the one we're doing next week and all that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow, 50 episodes. I think there's a lot of content out there that's really good that we've done, and there's a lot that's very mediocre.
There's some that is just like, meh,
Let's just get through this one. I'll play this one at double speed, which I did all day today.
I can't listen to our stuff at double speed because I have auditory processing issues.
Oh yeah, I do it at like 1.5 most of the time. Sometimes I slow it down to 1.2.
1.2 is the fastest that I can listen and understand it.
There are some podcasts that need to be sped up. They talk like this the entire time.
I would kill myself. No.
Speed it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Oh, what are you doing? We could always grab my automaton.
Oh yeah.
It changes pitch. Pitch.
Pitch, bitch. Here I am, Superman. Wait, no, that's two different songs. Shit.
What?
One of them is a remix of a Game Grumps bit where they were singing a Kirby thing. I'm a fucking rocket ship. I'm Kirby. Here I am, a rocket ship. Flying through the air at the speed of light. I want to say that stars is my favorite thing in the world. It's a wonderful remix.
I was going to ask when you were going to be done.
I'm not done yet.
Oh.
You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody to believe in you when you believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're a fucking coward. No one likes a coward rocket. Anywho. Okay. I've taken a hint. I can take a very subtle hint.
How is that subtle? I'm literally screaming.
You know what, Jack? I think that this has been a fun celebration of the last 50 episodes, and I look forward to hitting 100.
Maybe.
I'm determined. Like, you don't understand like how revitalized I am. Like, I want to get to 100. Like, I didn't think I could make it to 50. And I think that the second 50, the road to 100 is going to fly by.
The road to 100.
Because I gotta say, like, the last year has been really long and really quick at the same time.
You're right.
Hopefully things can just fly by. Yeah, feels weird. Like it's been a weird year. I'm vaccinated, man. I'm fully vaccinated.
I haven't gotten there yet.
You can do it for free.
I should.
All you gotta do is like give them your fucking insurance card.
I don't even have my insurance card.
You can get your policy number online or something. Somehow.
I know, but I don't know how or where, and I don't even know what kind of insurance we have right now.
I'll bleep that. Anyway,
why?
Next week it's gonna be Ghostbusters, and I look forward to the content, the amazing shit that we're gonna put out. Maybe we'll do It Gets Awkward. I feel like maybe we'll start picking up. I really hope we can pick up momentum and get listeners, because even if one person says that they're interested in a second podcast that's not just about movies, that'd be enough for me.
We're not just about movies, though.
No, we're not.
The movies are a catalyst.
Yeah, the movies are like
a talking point to kind of keep ourselves focused. But
imagine if this were a visual thing, we would like put the box art on the wall and then sit down and start recording.
There's box art?
Like the DVD art.
Oh yeah.
The cover art, the poster.
Oh yeah.
That's basically what we're doing. Is we just put it up there as like there's the thing. And then we talk about whatever the fuck we want anyway.
Kind of. I mean, it does always usually relate somehow back to the movie.
And if it doesn't, by God, do I keep trying to get it back on track. Anyway, I really have to pee. So, Jack.
Yes.
Let's watch something.
No. Okay, yes.
Let's watch something.
Let's watch something.
Episode number 50!
I'm gonna punch you. In your wiener. In the wieners.